Now is Indiana Governor Mike Pence, Donald Trump's vice presidential candidate, running mate, I should say. Governor, welcome to the program. May I get right at it? We've heard from Mr. Trump. He says it is a disastrous jobs report. Pretty strong stuff from your running mate, sir.
Well, it's right. It is. I just landed here in Michigan, and I'll tell you what, people all across the heartland know that we can do better. We can be stronger. We can be more prosperous. But this jobs report again today just confirms the fact that Hillary Clinton's plan to essentially do more of the same failed economic policies the last 7.5 years is the wrong direction for America. Donald Trump has a plan to get this economy moving again the way that Ronald Reagan got it moving in the 1980s by cutting taxes across the board, lowering business taxes, having a rollback of regulation, repealing Obamacare, having smarter and tougher trade deals. The American people know we can be more prosperous, but they know it's going to take real change, and that comes when Donald Trump becomes president of the United States.
That's kind of your job as the running mate, isn't it, sir, to pound the table on growing the economy and returning prosperity. That's what you bring to the ticket, isn't it?
Well, Stuart, I hope I bring my experience as governor of the state of Indiana, where we did a lot of those things. When Donald Trump and I first talked about this opportunity for my little family, he talked to me a lot about Indiana, because we've made some progress in Indiana, but it's all been in spite of what's coming out of Washington, D.C. In Indiana, we've cut taxes. We had a moratorium on regulation, just like Donald Trump is planning on the first day of his administration. We've invested in education, particularly workforce education. This is all what Donald Trump's going to bring to Washington, D.C. when he becomes president. But American people know this jobs report again this morning is further evidence of the failed policies of this administration that we just have to leave in the past by electing Donald Trump as president.
Governor, according to the Washington Post, no friend of your campaign, the Washington Post says if the vote were today and the polls stayed the same as they are today, Donald Trump would be the president of the United States if he wins the state of New Hampshire. I believe you're heading to New Hampshire. Is that your key state? That's what they said. That's the Washington Post, Governor.
Well, I'll tell you, he's actually headed to New Hampshire this morning. We're going to be there together in a day or two. And then he's off to Ohio, Pennsylvania. Today I'm in Michigan, North Carolina. I'll be in Miami. And I'll tell you what, we're going to go out there and earn it. I mean, I think the reason why Donald Trump has inspired people all across this country, Republicans, independents, and many Democrats, is because he's taken his message directly to the American people. It's a message of a stronger America at home and abroad, a more prosperous America built on time-honored American principles of growth, and an America where we have appointees to the Supreme Court of the United States that will uphold our Constitution. That and his plan to bring ethics reform to Washington, D.C., I think has marshaled a movement across this country, and I promise you, we're going to continue to carry that message to the four corners of America.
Governor, you're campaigning with Speaker Paul Ryan in Wisconsin,
I am.
I believe.
Right.
This is tomorrow, Saturday. Is this Republicans coming together?
I think Republicans across the country are coming home. I mean, this is obviously we had a 17-way primary, and there was a lot of divisions in the party after a competitive primary, but we just couldn't be more grateful to have Speaker Paul Ryan's support, Governor Scott Walker's support. I'll be with them campaigning in Wisconsin tomorrow. I was in Arizona. Governor Doug Ducey introduced us and spoke strongly of the Trump-Pence team, and I really do believe that Republicans are coming home. They're coming home to elect Donald Trump as the next president, coming home to reelect Republican majorities in the House and Senate, and they're coming home to make sure Hillary Clinton is never elected president of the United States.
Are you confident, sir? 4 days to go. It's really, really tight in the national polls and some of the battleground state polls. It's really tight. You must be confident. You must be.
Well, Stuart, we're encouraged, but I promise you, Donald Trump and I are going to work our hearts out every single hour until the polls close on Election Day to earn the right to serve the American people, because this country needs change, and this election it's really a choice between change and the status quo. And Donald Trump offers to the American people a dramatic change in Washington, D.C. that'll rebuild our military, revive our economy, get America growing again, standing tall again, and I just couldn't be more honored to have the opportunity to stand and to serve with a man I believe will be the next president of the United States.
And you are wrapping up the campaign with Mr. Trump at 8 o'clock Eastern Time in New Hampshire, I believe, on Monday night, right before the actual vote. Yeah. I don't expect you'll get much sleep until then, but we wish you the best of luck, Governor, and we'd like to see you again real soon. Thank you, sir.